But the division that is the farthest thing from a shit show is the men's featherweight division, because, oh boy, these 145ers are full. It's loaded with talent. And we just saw one of the best fights of the year with Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez. And who cares? What's ring rust, okay? Because he was gone for 2 years. He comes back and looks. He beat Max Holloway in 2 of the 5 rounds. He looked fantastic, Rodriguez did. He looked like he's a title contender after not even fighting for 2 years. And if you forgot about how good he is, you remembered within the first minute of that fight. Sweet damn, this whole thing was good from the first minute to the 25th one. And this was just such a damn good fight. It proved that Yair Rodriguez is still one of the better fighters in that division. Proved that Max is still one of the best strikers the UFC's ever seen. Arguably the best fighter this weight class has ever seen. And there is just some fantastic fights you can make from this. And just a phenomenal display of mixed martial arts is exactly what this was.
Yeah, no complaints from my end. I mean, my goodness. Yair Rodriguez looked like he had Max in a little bit of trouble a few times, you know?
Clipped him good.
Yeah, that fight, it was another one of those fights where, you hate to see someone lose because both guys are just so freaking cool. Yair is so fun to watch. Max Holloway, I mean, dude throws 1,000 punches in every fight now, it seems like. It's unreal.
I don't think he quite hit the 900 significant strikes thrown like we was telling Rush, but dude, he landed another 300. And he now has he's the first fighter over 3,000 significant strikes landed. That's a
insane,
ridiculous number, dude.
That's a lot of times to be punching someone in the face.
I can't put my head around that, man. That's a lot.
Guy's a freaking warrior, dude.
And he's never gotten dropped once.
Yeah, that's the craziest stat. I can't believe he's never been knocked down.
Especially, Yair was landing shots in this one. I mean,
he's never been knocked down. He's never been finished. So he's
undefeated.
Right? Undefeated.
I love that quote tweet of what Conor said.
Yeah, he just says undefeated.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I love Max. And there's a couple of things that we can do from here. I love the 2 possible fights that we can see from Yair Rodriguez. Because there's 2 guys I throw out there. Really, there's one that I would love to see, and one a little more realistic. One, we saw the return of Yair. We could see the return of Zabit, and do Yair versus Zabit.
Or they were supposed to do that 2 years ago? Almost?
Yeah, when Yair was first kind of started the layoff, right?
Yeah,
and then
because it was they went back and forth. One would pull out, then the other would pull out, then you get rescheduled, then the other one would pull out.
And then Yair's back.
It was a mess.
If Yair's back, maybe that opens the door for Zabit to actually make his return. Who knows? I think the one that's a little more realistic, though, because we actually know he's an active fighter. I love the thought of Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega.
Yeah, that would be a firefight.
Come on, man.
Especially because, Brian Ortega, he's not well, I guess he never really was a one-trick pony, but you know what I mean. He's very, very well-rounded now. Mm-hmm. And even that fight with Volk, even though I don't want to say he got dominated, but he lost pretty convincingly. I guess we could say
he almost got lucky a few times, but
but really it was just the chokes that were really the only kind of.
He kind of rocked Volk once or twice, but that fight was a Volk fight.
Nothing like Max had him though.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, Rodriguez versus Ortega would be insane. That would be a sweet fight to have in a Mexico card.
Oh, put that in Mexico City.
Yeah, or LA. Oh, maybe even Phoenix or something like that. Somewhere a little closer to the border.
Texas, maybe in Houston.
Yeah, even Texas would be a good one.
Ooh, dude.
New Mexico, who knows?
Ooh, there's the Memorial Coliseum in Anaheim. They've had a few cards there. Wasn't that the one they moved because John Jones popped for roids, and so they put them on that in that arena instead in California?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can move there for the right reasons now, because that one's pretty close to the border.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Dude, talk about. Mexicans are known for their chins. Those 2 dudes could take a punch, man. That would be. It'd be hard to see someone actually go down that fight. That would be damn good stuff. And then for Max, both of them would be rematches for the next ones. Obviously, he called out Conor McGregor. Dana White shot that down. and that would be a. I just logistically that fight is curious, and I think the easiest one, the one Dana looks like he wants to do, is just. I mean, Max is saying he's the best featherweight in the world. The best is blessed, and why not prove that you're best by doing the trilogy against Alexander Volkanovski? The first fight was a clear Volkanovski win. Second fight, a crap ton of controversy with that one. So this third one, it feels, even though Volk is up 2-0, this feels like a legitimate trilogy where each guy's 1-1.
Yeah, I think that's the fight that probably makes the most sense. But yeah, I think the only way that they could make that Conor fight happen is if Holloway was like legitimately ready to go permanently up to lightweight. Because then it's like, okay, new player is entered, and put him against Conor. That's a decent comeback fight for Conor. It's still a ridiculously tough fight for him to come back to, but yeah, I don't know. I think with Conor still being in the rehabilitation stage,
I don't know, Matt. His pacing looked good.
It's just he's got a good stride going.
What was that video, man? That was
hilarious. I love it. I don't
know why people
are giving him so much shit. It was hilarious, bro.
Is it really?
Dude, that is top-notch troll work, I would say. Like, he is doing the most craziest.
Is he trolling, or was he being serious with that video too? I guess.
I definitely think he was trolling. Like, I don't.
Was it a joke, or was he?
I don't think he genuinely was like doing that. I think he was like, "Oh, this shit would be fucking fire if I posted it," and then he did it. And now look at the reaction it's garnered against with everyone on the Twitter sphere. Everyone's been talking about that crap. Even Chael had to tweet.
And then he deleted it, like typical Conor tweets.
Yeah, that's just what Conor does. The internet's forever, though, bro. As soon as he posts that, like, there's like 20,000 people with his notifications on.
More than that.
Right.
No, it gets
definitely
up there.
More.
I think the biggest sin in that video was for how fancy his house is, man. He needs a bigger TV. I have a bigger TV than Conor does, at least in that room.
Yeah, I'm sure that was just a hallway he was in, bro.
I would like maybe that's like one of his 3 rooms, or maybe he just brought that TV off his yacht. Who knows? But you think? All I'm saying is, if I had Conor McGregor money, I'd probably have a home theater because that's cool.
You don't think Conor McGregor has a home theater?
He has to, right?
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, that's not his only TV.
I'm just wondering why he was at that. It's a stupid thing to nitpick. I did think that was funny when people pointed that out. I mean, you got like what, gold little engravings on the ceiling, but tiny ass TV.
Well, men like him probably don't watch very much TV,
Yeah. I mean, unless he wants to pace in front of a fighter, he's never going to fight.
Well, a fighter he's already beat.
Yeah, but also that is a different fighter. So I would like to see the rematch. 155 Holloway just kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. And there's no way Conor ever makes it back down to 145.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. If they book that fight, would I say no? Absolutely not. I'd be fully on board with that. I just much rather this trilogy, though. I think the trilogy is more important to the sport and more important to that division. And honestly, it's going to be a better fight. It's easy. And then you can do Conor, have his damn return fight against, like, Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz or something like that. UFC probably wants him to win his next fight. I don't think he beat Max, at least, especially not in the comeback fight like that.
Be tough. He'd have to knock him out.
Yeah.
Which he didn't do in the first time, so I don't see him outclassing Max in the striking department this time.
He's not outpointing him. Dustin Poirier, his boxing is not as good as Max's, and Dustin Poirier was outstriking him in the last 2 fights. So I think, like, you and I agree.
Dustin Poirier pieced up Max Holloway too, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, that interim title fight was, like, looking back, it just seems like such a weird thing to book. I don't know why. It just feels weird that fight actually happened for the lightweight interim title, and we almost saw Max Holloway versus Khabib.
I don't think it was that weird.
I don't know. It isn't, but for whatever reason, just looking back on it, like, it just doesn't feel right for me. I just have a weird feeling. I think
they gave Max the chance to be a double champ, and he couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, It was
So,
a
I
good
mean,
fight though, but man, hey, who knows? Who knows what the hell the UFC is going to do? Because Dana White just pulls stuff out of his butt a lot of the time, and whew, we're kind of in for a little bit of a mess, possibly, when it comes to this. But that's going to do it for UFC Vegas 42. Let us know who you guys, who should Yair Rodriguez fight next? Who should Max Holloway fight next? And